Hello, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Talk with immigration attorney Brian D. Lerner. We are talking about the diversity lottery in this set of videos. So the question becomes, how are you eligible for a diversity lottery? Keeping in mind that if you win, it's one of the easiest ways to get the green card. Now, to be eligible for the diversity lottery, an applicant must be a designation of a low admission state. However, keep in mind that an applicant's spouse may be charged to the non-applicant spouse's country of birth to qualify for the diversity visa lottery as long as the parties were married prior to submitting the lottery entry. So what that means is, let's say the husband is from Guatemala and the wife is from the Philippines. The wife would not qualify coming from a low admission state, but the husband would. So let's say the husband applies for the diversity lottery and wins. Well, the wife can come along too, as long as they were married before the application for the diversity lottery was submitted, even though she comes from the Philippines or Mexico, a high admission state. Okay. Now, what else do the people who apply have to have? Well, they have to have either a high school diploma or its equivalent. There's not a lot of education that's needed here, but you do have to have at least a high school degree. Now, if you don't, there are ways of getting the equivalency of it, and that can be done by contacting an agency that will analyze your current work experience and so forth and see if there's an equivalency to it. Now, to meet the U.S. high school equivalency, a foreign course of study must provide with the minimum academic records required for admission to study in a U.S. university or college as determined by a publication called the Foreign Credentials Required for Consideration of Admission to University and Colleges in the United States. And then the second requirement is within the last 5 years of applying, at least 2 years of work experience in an occupation requiring at least 2 years of training or experience. So there does need to be some work experience and there does need to be some education in order to qualify for the diversity visa lottery. It's not a terribly lot, but of course if you have no work experience and no education, you're not going to be able to qualify for the diversity visa lottery. Okay, more on the coming videos.